I'm Mark Matsumoto and welcome to my Tokyo kitchen. Today I want to show you how to make seasoned sushi vinegar. It's the secret to making sushi like the best restaurants here in Japan, but it also works as a seasoning for Japanese salads and quick pickles. The ingredients are just rice vinegar, sugar, and salt, but because it's so simple, the quality of the ingredients matters. So let's start with a look at what I'm using today. Japanese rice vinegar is a mellow vinegar brewed from rice or sake leaves that runs from pale yellow to amber in color. Generally speaking, the darker the color, the more flavorful the vinegar is, but just make sure you read the ingredient label because the only ingredients that should be listed here are rice or sake leaves. Sugar balances out the acidity of the vinegar, and it's an essential component to make vinegar for sushi. Granulated sugar will work fine, but I like using evaporated cane sugar because it has a ton more flavor. For the salt, table salt will work fine, but umami-rich sea salt or processed salts like mojio will work a lot better. Just make sure the crystals are small enough so they'll easily dissolve in the vinegar. To make the vinegar, I like using a squeeze bottle because you can mix it, store it, and dispense it in the same bottle. A funnel will help you get the ingredients in, and make sure you zero out your scale. Then I'm gonna add 17 grams or a tablespoon of salt, 120 grams or 9 tablespoons of sugar, and 175 grams or 3/4 of a cup of rice vinegar. Then I'm gonna tighten the lid and shake it up. Depending on the size of your salt and sugar crystals, this can take a while, so be patient and keep shaking until you don't see any more sugar or salt settle to the bottom. Okay, this is looking good, so let's check out a few ways you can use this. The most obvious use is to use the vinegar for sushi rice. I have a sushi rice tutorial you can check out for all the details, but basically you want to add a 1/3 cup of sushi vinegar for every 2 rice cooker cups worth of hot Japanese short grain rice. Then I'm gonna work the vinegar into the rice using a folding and cutting motion. Make sure you have someone fanning the rice while you mix to help evaporate the excess liquid while cooling down the rice so it doesn't get mushy. Okay, this is looking good, so I'm gonna mound it up, and let's move on to our next dish. Sunomono is a vinegared cucumber salad, and I'm gonna start by sprinkling about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt onto 2 thinly sliced Japanese cucumbers. Then I'm gonna toss this together with my hand to coat each slice of cucumber with some salt. Now we just need to let this sweat for a bit. After about 10 minutes, you can see they released a little water, so I'm gonna speed things up by massaging the cucumbers with my hand. This will make the cucumbers release a ton of water, and you'll see them turn translucent. This has given the cucumbers a marvelously crunchy texture, so I'm gonna gather them up and use my hands to squeeze as much water out of them as I can. Get these into a clean bowl, and then I'm gonna dress this with our seasoned sushi vinegar. This is a super basic sunomono, but you can also add other ingredients like wakame, crab, or sesame seeds to fancy it up. For our final dish, I'm gonna make a simple Nanbanzuke with some sliced sweet onions and julienned carrots. Let's add some chili flakes for a pop of heat. And then I'm gonna dress this with a generous amount of sushi vinegar. Mix this together to evenly coat the veggies. And then I'm gonna add some leftover chicken karaage from last night. Nanbanzuke is a great way to upcycle fried chicken or seafood and turn it into something new. This is looking a little dry, so let's add another splash of sushi vinegar. Okay, now it's looking perfect, so I'm gonna mound the vegetables on top of the chicken and let this marinate for a little bit. As you can see, sushi vinegar isn't just for sushi, and it's a great seasoning to have on hand to quickly make a variety of dishes. It's kind of hard to believe that this simple seasoning is turned into all of these dishes, but they look delicious, so let's try them out. Itadakimasu. All right, I'm gonna go with the cucumber first. Let's start simple here. This is our Sunomono made with sushi vinegar. It's such a simple dish, but that balance of the salt, sugar, and vinegar creates this perfect balance of taste that's super refreshing. All right, I'm gonna go for this Nanbanzuke here with our leftover karaage. Ooh, that's a big piece of chicken. Oh yeah. In this case, that sushi vinegar's quick pickled the carrots and onions, and it's helped them release some of their juices that's soaked into the breading on the karaage. So you got this sweet and sour taste that's soaked in with a little bit of onion. It's so good. All right, last one. Let's try out that sushi rice. I just sprinkled some toasted sesame seeds on top, but this can be the base for sushi rolls or makizushi, for nigiri sushi or chirashi sushi, or basically any kind of sushi. I mean, that right there is perfect sushi rice. You can watch my perfect sushi rice video to learn all the details from cooking the rice on the stove to mixing it. Today I showed you how to make vinegar for sushi, but this seasoning is so much more than that, so I hope you'll give it a try. All right, last bite. Let's go for some more Nanbanzuke. And a bite of rice. It's so good. Well, I think I'm gonna go make some nigiri sushi, but check out this playlist for more of my sushi making tutorials. And I'll catch you in the next one.